Twitch sees you, I believe, and it's probably going to bombard me with the stupid advertisement again.
Indeed.
Unfairly.
And who've we got in chat?
Belorso and Alfie.
Hello, Belorso and Alfie. Kittens aren't coal. Justice for kittens. Chat never forgets.
There is no justice for kittens. They don't have an established court system yet.
So, right, while we're waiting for people to join, I'm just gonna scan the horizon and remember what we were doing a week ago. Let's see, so our next task is to establish a rail line between Baltimore and New York so that clothing produced in Baltimore can be delivered to New York. Yeah, because we had done the rest of our tasks. We had till 1831 and we did it by 1830, so that's good. And that's end of 1831. We've got some research available to us. 120 points would buy us something, I think. Oh, leaf spring. Covered cabs. Okay, we'll look at that in a moment.
Alright, so for the moment, say hello to Ralph.
Hello, Ralph.
Please respond to whatever Charlie said.
Nihao ma.
There you go. And Ralph points out that kittens aren't coal, they're more of a uranium in his eyes.
Right, let's see where everything was up to. So we had the warehouse in, and I did remember to tell the warehouse which goods it could collect, didn't I? Yeah.
I do vaguely remember that, yes.
Veggies, cows, and wheat. Veggies, cows, and wheat are the things we got connected.
Well, Bill also is trying to argue that justice is not solely linked to courts. Alfie points out that cats do have a justice system. They silently judge everybody.
Got a point.
Also say hello to Crazy Potato.
Hello, Potato. Let's see. So Washington makes cheese. Baltimore is making dresses, boots, and meat. Right, it's fairly hilly around here. I've turned on the contour lines. And I think I checked that all my signals were the right way round. Yes, they are. So, was there anything I wanted to do apart from just dive in and start getting this rail line connected?
Were you trying to sabotage your competitors up in New York?
I was.
But that's too early.
Well, no. In fact, our very next move will be to place a station in New York.
Oh, well,
and the placement of the station, I was thinking about this. In fact, I think I might have been dreaming about this. If we have a look at where his station comes, if he wants to head into our territory, he's going to have to bring his tracks round here. And that'll be a problem for us because there's a small area where, I mean, you don't want to be going over these mountains. You want to be coming through this sort of throat area here. And if I can block the end of his tracks, then that's going to cause him some real problems with his expansion and probably prevent him from expanding into our area altogether.
But what if he's inconsiderate and just expands right through your train station?
He won't be able to.
I mean, yes, theoretically speaking, the game won't allow that.
That's right.
Practically speaking, in real life, my train competitors would probably plough right through there. Shouldn't you angle it a bit more to aim for the least bit of river bits?
It's more important that I prevent him from being able to get his tracks anywhere. And that looks alright. I've got enough land to be able to, like, maneuver my tracks around.
You just placed the station building right in front of his tracks, but alright, this works too, I guess.
Well, do you see where... Let's see how
Not
close
really.
can I get. Right, you can see his tracks lit up now.
Yeah, I can.
That's the end of his station. So if I put my station there, there's nothing it can do. And the further up I can get my station, the better. And because I'm going for the maximum upgrade of station, then I don't need to upgrade further, and it's going to prevent him from upgrading. Or at least he won't be able to upgrade in my direction. Oh, and do you remember we were talking about how... Do you see how we... oh, it's out of reach anyway. I was going to show how we couldn't build over the tailor. There's a tailor just here. But it's outside New York City.
Oh, yeah, okay. I didn't notice there was a tailor there. Returning to chat, Ralph points out because cats are silently...
Sorry.
Are you looking for a fight?
Sorry, yeah, carry on.
Sorry, I wasn't sure if the wrinkly guy down in the bottom corner is going to have a conversation too with you. What was that? Ralph pointing out cats silently judging us, therefore we need to convert them into fuel, apparently. This is an ongoing thing now. Also, he points out that Charlie is seemingly trying to continue his language trend with Chinese, as Charlie points out. It translates to, hello, how are you doing? Right. No, that right wasn't addressed at you. That was addressed at Ralph, assuming that Charlie was doing the language thing. Are they running parallel? Can you do the water cooler tower trick?
I'm hoping so.
Probably not.
I'm going to keep that one short, because that one, I'm not sure where it'll go. So, we are fine, thank you, Charlie. And how are you? Right, let's get...
Tammy Patton has also arrived and is slightly upset, seemingly, that we're still talking about kitten fuel convers.
Hi, Tammy.
We're doing it unintentionally. I didn't bring it up until chat did. So clearly I can blame others for this.
Yeah,
And
can't get.
Well, this is bothersome. Can you at least try to get it right on the other side?
It's sometimes you just can't.
Ralph was wondering if Charlie used the Google Translator for that. And he confirms that yes, he did.
Huh.
But he does admit that he did know the sentence already. So he just had to make sure that he spelled it correctly. Potato is currently working on the draft for the full thumbnail for next week. And he's still thinking about some more Staxel stickers.
Nice.
But also wants to know if you had to take out a loan in this so far already.
Oh, can't remember.
Well, either way,
Yes,
you have to pay it
currently.
back while you can, otherwise you'll just pay an interest of 10,000 every month.
Let's have a look.
Ralph, I do not think that turning kittens into fuel is a matter of religious belief.
No, we don't have a loan on this scenario yet.
There we go.
It probably hasn't required us to.
Yeah, we
We're-
just connected some barns.
Research. Well, I've got it paused. Let's have a look at the research and decide what we want to go for.
Charlie is alright, and he thanks you for asking.
Male or live animals? I think it'll be male because I really want to go for the leaf spring suspension. Yeah. Okay. And we're probably doing a lot of male.
Tiny guy in the corner there makes me uncomfortable.
Which, this guy?
Yes, this one.
I imagine as soon as we set it going, that will convert into a task.
Still.
Look, see, there is no way he cannot now. Because that is so close to his station. He can't extend, he can't come over, he can't go under. It would be too tight for him to curve his track around. And he's absolutely stuck. I like it when I'm able to do that to a competitor. Alright, let's have a look at what trains we've got on our train list.
There, I fixed it.
Fixed what?
The guy in the corner,
What about it?
he's now you dancing perpetually.
Me?
Do you not approve of replacing
No,
the elderly
I
with
don't.
yourself?
I don't approve because he's our taskmaster.
Well, now you're the taskmaster. You've got a promotion. Congratulations.
Baltimore to warehouse. Eh.
People probably like
Me.
it. Fine. Fine. If anybody asks, Sal told me to take herself away. There you go. Deal with the old guy again.
Right. So we've got trains running Baltimore to the warehouse, Baltimore to Washington, and 3 trains on the warehouse tracks. That's cool. So when I first loaded this up, I was quite shocked at how little we did until I remembered that we'd got through a whole campaign. We got through a chapter, didn't we, before starting this one last stream?
Yeah, and we just recently had a conversation about you forgetting things.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to put some signals in
but also
here.
rightfully points out that Capone could just use the one track on the other side of his New York train station that is yet unused and unblocked.
Oh yeah, he can use his other tracks.
Yeah, but it'll be more expensive.
It'll be hideously expensive.
Not that it really matters. They apparently cheat anyway.
They do cheat a bit, like they don't have to worry about signals. We can do what they can do, we just have to do it with signals and parallel tracks.
Potato was going to suggest that we now call your taskmaster Boris, but Alfie disagrees. He doesn't talk enough about dildos and winking. I guess he means winking, you know, like closing one eye and making people feel very confused and socially awkward. Also, you're getting some booze from Ralph for removing yourself. And Bell also started a hashtag, bring back Taskmaster Sal. There, you've done it now.
Let's see. I think I want to take... It's going to be expensive no matter what we do to get through here, but if we follow the contours...
So Ralph is going to finish an hour early tomorrow. How so?
Finish what, an hour early?
I assume school?
Ah.
I don't know, I probably just got the age of everybody in chat completely wrong. Where are you going with this train line?
I'm gonna take it down to here.
This looks hideously expensive.
I'm just trying to decide which track to connect, but I might want to run 2 tracks.
Oh, he finishes an hour early tomorrow because it's half term next week.
Okay, so we would connect it to that one there.
We might be leading too close past the warehouse.
Yep, we just ease it through there.
Ugh.
And then we'll bring this bit... no, that inclines too high.
Well, we could put one of the stronger trains on there.
I want to avoid 8% if I can. And I think that's only the bridge that's giving it that.
I'll also point out that half term is long gone in Germany. Wasn't those... Didn't we just say that you finished half a term when we've reached the Christmas holidays? I'm not entirely sure that works. I'm not even entirely sure what half term is in this context. That 18 incline looked bad.
Yeah. Gonna have to fiddle with this one to get something nice. Oh, I didn't mean to remove the whole thing. I meant to just remove the one waypoint.
Oh. Oh, there we go. It's still there. Good thing.
Yes.
Still looks a bit red.
Yes. How observant of you, Mia.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, that's because it hasn't got a bridge in at the moment.
Yeah, that's always a problem, isn't it? Don't worry, Potato. I'm not ignoring you or missing your message. I'm just waiting for Sal to be a bit more open to the idea of conversation or not being stuck in terraforming.
Remove track.
Oh, you don't get your Halbjahreszeugnis anymore? Why not? Did they just get rid of that in your part of the woods, or is that a Germany-wide decision? Germany-wide decision sounds weird. Country-wide decision.
You could call it a nationwide decision. Wow, why is it having so much difficulty with this bridge?
There we go. Oh, that's
no,
17%.
the incline won't do.
Well, you could pull out on the other end.
Going to. If we bring this a little
the
higher,
milk.
maybe.
Of course.
Still not sure why that incline is so steep.
Well, if you zoom in, it'll probably look a bit more clear. Then again, I do remember this warehouse being on such a sharp angle. Or maybe
you can see by the contours what what's going on with the land.
More looks like this is a crime scene where a very wobbly person died.
You do understand contours, don't you, Mia?
I do understand contours,
yes,
but I thought my version was funnier.
Right, let's remove that.
Oh! Oh yeah, that's embarrassing now. Bell also points out that half-term is long gone now in Germany, and he meant the time when we got our half-term stuff was at the end of Christmas in December. Probably a little later, anyway. And I was under the impression that we had gotten rid of it, as in it's gone now completely.
Come on, make me a longer bridge. I should be able to raise the track. Okay, hideous price, but I don't get why the incline needs to be quite so steep.
I don't think we can get around that anymore at this point. We'll have to have a very sharp incline.
No. We can definitely have a not very sharp incline. It might just be more expensive.
I mean, we're already in the range of 500,000.
Mm-hmm.
And a good chunk of that is bridges.
It's 1830. So the trains that we're running at the moment, just to remind you, look like that.
I think you just took the worst example to sound very convincing.
No, this is our only train.
Are you sure?
That's the one that's coming next.
Oh yeah, right. The other scenario was a bit ahead in the future.
So we have to make sure that we can run a gentle incline, because that thing won't be able to do. I'm not sure if it'll be able to pull even 5%.
Probably not.
So you see, what I can do is By tinkering with it a little, we should be able to spread the incline over a larger distance. So where I've got the zeros here, I can attempt to see if we can spread that incline out a little more. Let's try removing that one. So we've got it down to 2% and 3% at this end.
I dare not to think about
what are you looking at on your phone, Mia?
Chat. I dare not to think about what happens when a tornado comes through there and knocks all these bridges over. Like that's just a railway on stilts over there.
Mm-hmm.
I like my rails closer to the ground. Not that it really matters.
So 2, 3. Right, so then we have to work on this 5% over here.
That looks almost good.
Thank you. See if... just reduce this loop a little bit. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alfie points out that Maryland is hardly Tornado Alley.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I don't know where tornadoes usually strike. I admit I'm not following them as closely as I probably should. 22033. Now I can't tell anymore from this distance. 2. I probably need better glasses.
What?
I'm looking at the inclines.
Right. I was just going to zoom out.
Yeah, don't mind me here. Say hello to Jim Hon.
Hello, Jim.
And say goodbye to Jim Hon.
Bye, Jim. So on this whole map, tornadoes are most likely to appear sort of maybe down in the very far corner, but yeah, they're rare. They're rare in this neck of the woods. We'll get more in the UK.
Are tornadoes actually a thing in this game?
Yeah, the UK gets more tornadoes per square mile than Tornado Alley.
No, I was asking about the game, not in reality.
Dunno.
Huh.
Right, okay, time to let it tick. We'll just get a bit of cash in. Could take out a loan, but I don't think we're that pressed. Have we got tasks now?
No, not quite.
Maybe he's just waiting for me to actually achieve it.
Yeah, probably. I don't think he takes too kindly to fictional railways that only exist on a planning board. I mean, it's a step ahead in the future, but once you let that stuff rest for about a year, he probably gets a bit upset. I mean, look at him, he already seems fairly grim.
Okay, so the money's coming in. Baltimore is starting to go down because its needs are not being met. Let's see what Baltimore wants. Whoa, 33% is really bad.
What did we do
slow
wrong?
down. It wants everything.
Oh yeah, mostly cows though.
Have we only just connected the warehouse? That's quite possible.
I do believe we ended the episode right after connecting the warehouse.
So quite possibly nothing has actually been delivered yet.
Why do we not get any info on the Baltimore warehouse line yet?
Just want to check.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I did all of that. Good.
I think you need to press the tick in the middle.
Mm-hmm. Why, what, Mia?
I said, I think you need to press the tick in the middle.
But before that, you said, why have we not got any information on the what?
Oh, yeah. Why do we not have any information on the Baltimore warehouse line? I thought if they need... Oh, do we have a train running there?
It has... Yeah, it's just completed its first journey.
Okay. I was worried that we don't have a train then. That's why we're not getting any information on the profit.
Okay, that might be making Baltimore a bit more happy now. Something with... So we've just had wheat delivered.
Good for them.
So that's something. Oh, yes. Yes.
Rawr.
Rawr. Looks like we're going to win it. Very good.
Excuse me, but could you keep out of this? You're driving the price up.
And your bum's so fat, you probably don't need a leaf spring suspension. Enough cushioning of your own.
Alpha reminds me that if I don't keep a close eye on those tornadoes, they can creep up on me.
Yeah.
And Tammy Patton points out that Tornado Alley was mostly around Kansas and Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
But that reminds me, I can now return to Potato's earlier question, can't I?
Oh,
Indian Resettlement Bill passed. Negotiations with tribes begin.
The long-disputed act on the resettlement of Indian tribes east of the Mississippi comes into force today. The government now has the power to carry out negotiations with affected tribes about their voluntary resettlement. President Andrew Jackson told critics of the bill that progress was needed in order to move forward. That's something I don't know a right lot about. I know that generally the Americans are seen as the bad guys, and the Indians are seen as the good guys, but I don't actually know anything.
Well, the Americans are usually seen as the bad guys. It just depends what sort of bad guy. From the British perspective around this time, you see more like bratty children bad guys. I'm saying you. I'm not talking to anybody specifically here. I meant America in the 1800s, 1900s.
Well, the Americans had a really good point on the no taxation without representation.
I mean, yes, they did.
The whole thing of if we can't have representation in Parliament, then we won't pay taxes.
Yeah, right. Potato is asking you, Sal, if you were an assassin, how would you kill your target and what would you charge your clients?
Sniper rifle, enough to make it worth my while. Alright, let's speed
That makes
things
it hardly
up a
look
little.
like an accident.
What have we got? Train loaded. What's wrong with you?
Maybe the farm ran out of carrots.
Why are we getting... No, it's happy now.
Oh,
maybe it had a breakdown as well.
No. Maybe the platform it's trying to go to was currently occupied by the Baltimore line.
It usually tells us when that's going on.
Oh,
like
never
here.
mind. Oh, the Baltimore line comes in there.
There's a train waiting at that stop signal.
Never mind then. In that case, I'm clueless.
How much did we need to save up for our next track?
About 500,000.
Okay.
Plus, probably.
Yeah,
500,000
stuff.
20 something. 500,000
Let's see what we're carrying. What you carrying?
So if I were an assassin, just mindlessly bumping into the topic here, I would go for some weird dressed up vigilante, and I would A, charge my clients bees, and make B, things look like an accident by just tossing bees in their living room when they're there. It's brilliant. Sure, collecting the bees afterwards is a bit difficult, but, you know, part of the job risk, really.
I'm tempted to stick another line on here. No, I don't want to do anything until we've got the money to do New York to Baltimore. What's wrong with you?
Tammy points out that it was a forced movement to send Indians to the Oklahoma Territory. And the worst one was called the Trail of Tears when the government made the Cherokee tribe walk in the middle of winter.
I've heard of that. Was that in Tennessee? Or over the Appalachians, somewhere around there?
Book about that, part of the usual colloquium. I'll get back to you about that word.
Okay. Must be taking all of the veggies that he can. So, what's our competitor up to up here?
Nothing. You deadlocked him. I also don't think he wants to do anything.
I simply love Doc McTasty's extra creamy cream confections.
Good for her.
I think I probably would too, to be honest. Right, we need one more thing before we can upgrade. We can actually upgrade to the John Hancock.
Yeah, but we can't upgrade the fleet right now, and if we do, I'd rather we go immediately for the John Bull.
True. Better transportation of live animals. Let's have a look here. Passengers. Yes, we'll go for passengers. And we have plenty more. Because we have 200. Live animals, well, we probably will be doing that. We've got the whistle. Number of passengers.
Are we transporting our beef alive?
Yes.
That's a weird way to phrase that.
Right, now we can go for the jumble. 21 versus 18. Yeah, it's definitely better.
Definitely better,
The John Hancock we're not interested in.
We're skipping the model.
This isn't a locomotive, it's a scrap heap on wheels.
All the trains are at the moment.
Alright, let's see what... Me?
I'm here.
Who are you chatting to on your phone?
Nobody.
You're somewhat distracted.
Only partially.
Put your phone away, mate.
Ugh.
That's rude on chat.
The chat is right there and can't even see me until you point it out. Potato wants you to poison people's sweets. Also say hello and a good mood to the spotted cow.
Hello, spotted cow. A good mood to you too. Alright. Did we put in a maintenance depot at the warehouse? Yes.
Yes,
good.
we did.
What's you doing?
It's doing the thing again.
Yeah, I don't think it used to have...
Maybe the farms ran out of stock and now they're waiting for the farms to produce.
Could be.
I mean, I don't mind. Rather they run full rather than not at all.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. For these trains that are supplying the warehouse, there is no purpose in running them part empty.
I sent the spy over to you. Surely you don't mind.
Boo.
He stole the train whistle.
Yeah, I've still got it.
Well, that's at least something.
I sent the spy over to you.
Oh, he's stolen my train as well.
He just called that thing a heap of scrap a few minutes ago.
Oh, yes. Okay, we are at 500,000 now, so can we do... How much do we need?
A little bit more.
Just a little bit more. And then a bit for trains and stuff as well. Okay. The John Hancock, we're not interested in, are we?
Not at all. Why does the Don Lorenzo just bid on that train? He just got a better version stolen from you.
No idea. There's probably an achievement for getting everything.
Yes, I am sure.
I wish this would appear as a task list so I knew how long we had.
Oh. Ew.
So he's had
Gross.
to run down from Albany, which must have cost him a fortune.
King of Rails imports John Bull. Model railroads for real railroaders.
A new locomotive is thundering across the vast plains of America. The John Bull was built in the English workshop of the former locomotive constructor Robert Stephenson and transported across the Atlantic by ship. Every day since its assembly in Bordentown, the John Bull has been in successful operation. The construction, with a horizontal boiler already tried and tested on English locomotives, is in many ways superior to machines with vertical boilers and is therefore certainly forward-looking. We'll take a ride on one of those.
Yeah, but I think we only got this message because this weird Italian guy up there in the north just put one on his tracks.
Ew, I just had a thought. He hasn't... No, he's not interfered with my construction. Fine.
Ah, good. You should buy it now.
Yeah.
Potato's suggesting that I should assassinate you with tickles while you're distracted. King of Rails has fastest train. John Bull 040 hits 24 miles per hour.
Yeah, we will beat his record.
How?
All in good time. Do I need signals down here? I'm not sure if I've put any. Have I got signals?
You don't have
on
a supply tower
this
on the
end?
line from New York to Baltimore, do you?
Hang on a second. Oh no, that's right. Oh, I've already got signals there. That's why it's trying to do them the wrong way around for me.
As I was
Have I?
saying, supply tower on the Baltimore-New York line. Is there one there, or...?
It's probably in the middle.
I don't remember you building one, is my point.
Okie dokie, one moment.
Potato calls me a fool for being a horrible assassin. Unlike other people, I have decency and don't resort to doing weird things to people while they're not really aware of them. Ugh.
Okay, we have supply towers on everything that's running at the moment. Haven't put a supply tower yet on the New York line.
That's very close to the station. I don't know.
As long as it's somewhere. We can't put it on somewhere where it's a bridge.
Yeah.
We
This
can
is
put it
probably the best spot for
down
it.
there. I figured we'd put it on a high spot because that's probably where the trains are going to be running at the slowest anyway. Alright, so now we just need enough cash for a train.
How much is a John Bull?
Don't know, but more than 7,000. Let's see what we're going to research next. Increases reliability. Oh, yes. Can we do that? Oh, no, it's 200. Right, we'll wait for 200 points. And let's have a look. 57,000.
Ugh, I missed the other train that sold for like 25,000.
Has that actually come out yet?
No, I doubt it. I mean, we did play several years in the future in the last scenario, if I remember correctly.
Which
Or I might be
we might not
confusing
have
it with
released
the
yet.
other scenario. I'm currently throwing... What's that?
Just a random breakdown.
Is that on the warehouse line or the new... Oh, you don't have a train up there yet.
That's in the
Never
warehouse
mind.
line.
Potato wants to know if track intersections were not invented yet.
Oh Oh yeah, we can do track intersections. So we could, if we wanted to, put
I think
like
he's
points
referring
across.
to the abhorrently large bridge over there, which
One
could...
day, I might ask you for a small favor, but that day may never come.
Where was I?
If you mean, can you do a crossroads with tracks?
Yes, I think that's his point, because that bridge
You can
seems
do a
unnecessarily
sort of
large.
cloverleaf type thing, but in real life you wouldn't put tracks just across each other. You might do it for something really slow like a tram track, but yeah, you wouldn't do it with heavy rail.
Yeah, fair point. I've never seen heavy rail crossings.
What they do is they'll run 2 tracks side by side and they'll cross them there before taking them out. Oh, New York has increased in size. Okay, right, time for our train. So let's get a train from Baltimore to New York. Oh, we've got to take freight, haven't we? Because he said so.
Does that mean we're not taking any passengers at all?
No, I'm going to take anything.
Okay.
Right, are there any staff? No staff to be had.
I'll let you get on with your responsibilities. Stay alert. I will check on your progress from time to time.
Thank you very much. Right, let's see. Baltimore and Pittsburgh by the end of 1832. Pittsburgh. Right, well, I might as well let it run because we're going to need cash. Where is Pittsburgh? I don't know this neck of the woods that well. Was that just a random breakdown? Must have been. Oh.
Oh?
Well. We've got to get through a mountain range here.
Oh. Oh, I see now.
If I zoom in, we've got to get through there somehow. So that's going to involve expensive tunnels, I imagine. So we're talking maybe $1 million to get across there.
So we'll have
If
to
you
take
transport the clothing
a
from
loan?
Baltimore with your rail line, you will be making a considerable contribution to the growth of the industry. Everyone profits from that.
Well, thank you. So I think I'm going to have to start making more money. Yeah, look, see, this is running as an express train. So I think we need a second line to New York.
Ooh, that's gonna be expensive.
Excellent.
What?
You could hire train crews in the staff dialogue window. Then you'll need to view the train details of the selected train to assign the staff to it.
All right, so...
Now open the train details of your most important train and assign an engineer and a stoker to it.
We'll get him and we'll have a high-spirit stoker.
On a side note, please say hello to Zeron.
Hello, Zeron. And we have a tolerant conductor. All right, so we've recruited those guys. Now let's go and have a look at...
You don't have first call on cities, farms, or mines. Of course, your transport income will fall if your competitors connect these to their rail networks. Tracks, locomotives, buildings, and cash all increase the value of your company. And the higher this is, the higher the price of your company's stocks.
Zeron would like to know how you are.
I'm fine, thank you very much.
I'm quite alright
Just
myself.
as other companies buy stocks from you, you were able to buy some from them. If you do that, you will profit from the success of your competitors. You should buy stocks via the company dialogue window now.
You want me to buy stocks? Is that...
I guess it's part of the tutorial, so we have to. Dreamline expands network over 909 miles long track.
Chief Executive Beatrix von Pomp
We don't read about
disclosed
her.
to this newspaper that although pleased at having pulled ahead of the competition, nowhere near all the goals for the good of the citizens had been achieved. And yet, the track construction business is certainly lucrative. The method serves railroad companies to secure the land along their tracks. If these areas are subsequently settled, the property value increases and is worth a fortune. Alright, let's buy somebody's stocks, because he wants me to. And it would make sense to buy some of his shares. Alright, let's...
Hey, in your place, I'd invest in me as well.
We might get to buy him out before the end of the
This
game.
should stay just between us, as it's, well, not entirely legal. But we need to keep all of our options open. A saboteur has applied for a job with you. If you send him to one of your competitors, he will make trouble for them. This can also cause their stock price to fall. You don't have to deploy saboteurs to do better than your competitors. You could deal with them in a more classy and legal way. Take a look at which routes are more lucrative and will ensure you become the most important transporter there.
Okay.
By the way, your competitor, Don Lorenzo, is a bit of a gang boss. You could imagine that he has good connections to bandits and saboteurs, so it's much easier for him to deploy such characters.
Oh, how rude of him. Zero wants to know if you count yourself as some sort of Star Trek fan.
I enjoy it when I watch it, but I've never really gotten into the lore.
I am on a similar position here. I don't avidly defend the franchise, but I watch it occasionally when it comes on.
Okay, right, let's just see how much it would cost.
Ugh.
Might have to do it from the other side.
Can you run the entire track parallel?
Mostly, however, sometimes you get a little problem like this.
Yeah, try the other side? Maybe?
If it won't connect from one side, it won't connect from the other.
Oh, well, fine. He wants to know, Zeron that is, if we have a favorite government within Star Trek.
No. Right, what we can do though is if we take that one and that one out.
Oh, we can then run
Should.
parallel?
We should be able to get a parallel bridge track, yes.
Does that count as a parallel? It looks a bit thin on the bridge.
Yeah, do you see how much cheaper it is?
No,
Compared
not yet.
to like building our first track. Right, let's just...
Bell also believes in the Federation in Star Trek. And yeah, they seem alright. They do have a thing for bureaucracy, as far as I can tell. Unfortunately, usually in Star Trek to decide to depict people who go against the rules.
Okay, I am going to put this bit of track in, not because I plan to use that bit of track like that, but to stop the city from expanding there.
I mean, sure, but 19%.
Yeah, we're not going to run a train. I'd have to delete that track before it became usable.
Okay.
But it'll keep that land free for us. So let's see.
Silly question.
Uh-huh.
Instead of just having a dedicated train line for the Baltimore thing line, would it be plausible to let them run on a loop and dedicate one train line to running back and one train line to running towards?
You can do that. You just got to do a bit of points work at either end.
That doesn't sound too bad.
Well, what I want to do is get one running as an express line and the other running as a freight line, because a freight train is a lot slower.
Oh yeah, of course.
Let's see if we can get it to...
Ugh. Those train lines look really finicky. I'm getting war flashbacks to trying to work with...
Here we go. No, it's pretty good, actually.
It's not Parkitect. What's the other one? Where you design roller coasters.
Oh, roller coaster, Planet Coaster.
Planet Coaster, there we go.
Yeah. No, this one's not bad. It's just as I'm scrolling across the screen, it's not entirely sure what I'm trying to do.
You now possess your first block of shares in a competitor. Excellent. You have defeated a competitor and taken over all their routes and buildings.
What? When?
You should have learned the most important aspects of your position by now. I'll let you get on with your responsibilities. Stay alert. I will check on your progress from time to time.
Who did we push out of business?
Buy one of your competitors' companies.
Which one did we buy?
I think that might have been a little bug, because I don't think we've actually bought anybody yet. We've just bought a bit of somebody. Did we buy somebody out in chapter 1?
No. I think we were alone in chapter 1.
Oh. Yeah, not entirely sure.
Did one train network on the map completely disappear?
Don't know.
No,
we've still got 2 companies.
Was the science guy around?
That's still his company. I thought I already had timetables.
Oh, apparently not.
Apparently not, yeah.
Nobody else wanted this crap.
Not personnel. Let's have a look.
Sarah wanted to know what went wrong.
We just apparently completed a task that we haven't completed.
Well, that's interesting. Potato points out that he could really go for some donuts, and now Tammy's complaining that Potato made her think about donuts too.
Wow, we've got lots of messages all of a sudden. Okay, so maximum stock levels for clothing have been reached. Yeah, we know about that. We know about that.
Old Ironside's a success. Baldwin tests locomotive.
The locomotive Old Ironsides has been successfully tested in Philadelphia. The impressive engine was constructed by the Baldwin Locomotive Works and is sure to mark the start of a long and successful American building tradition. If we want to develop our continent with fire and steam in the future, we must finally gain independence from the European locomotive manufacturers. Baldwin has now taken a first successful step in that direction.
Apparently kids love it. Was one of the other articles.
Ah.
So Zeron is a fan, speaking of Star Trek here, of the Maquis, or whatever you call those, and the Cardassian Union, which Bill also finds odd because it would be like favouring both the Rebels and the Galactic Empire, to use a Star Wars comparison. And now Zeron points out that in his eyes the Galactic Empire was flawed.
Okay, we can afford that bit of track. Now let's continue. How much is that? 32.
Ugh. Do we need... I think I asked this before, but do you think we need to take out a loan soon?
Yeah, because we need to connect another task completed. Ah, okay, we've delivered a load of clothing.
Ah, good.
Yeah,
I
this
was
one.
worried for a second there.
Buy 20% shares in a competitor. We bought 4%. And buy one of your competitors' companies. We haven't done that.
I mean, I don't mind. Bill also points out that you shouldn't take any loans under any circumstances.
We will need to. Because to connect Baltimore and Pittsburgh by the end of this year, we're going to need a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
And it's the main reason why I'm pushing this track is because I think this track is about the only way that we can bring in enough profit.
The tracks run parallel so nicely the entire way, and then it just does that weird thing in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, the supply tower expand?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Okay, right. What are you carrying? Lumber.
Bell also points out that your financial weakness disgusts him. And Potato has a very important question. He wants to know when...
Actually, no, we'll let that one run automatic.
When is your real birthday and not the fake free cake birthday? I don't have a birthday. I've been manufactured.
Right, new train. From. Right, hang on a second. We want it from Baltimore to...
Did you select that particular platform?
I need to tell it which platform.
I mean, yeah, I saw
New
that you
York?
can assign direct platforms.
Passengers and mail only. Okay, but add a locomotive. It will be the Jumble. We can't afford it yet, but we can sort out which line it's on. Okay, so it's putting it on the line we don't want.
Bell also wants to know when I left the assembly line, when I was done being assembled.
Okay, so it's line 3 for that one. And then we want to get...
Oh, do they need a maintenance depot in New York? Oh no, they'll have one in Baltimore.
Yeah,
Never
it'd be
mind.
good if we could get one up there, because it's a long way to go if they need some. If they need some maintenance.
It was 57,000?
Uh-huh.
Right, just making sure here.
Okay. Do we have...
Are you sure you want to limit that train to be the express
It seems to me you're broke. Just this once, I'll help you out with some cash. Be more careful next time.
Oops.
Oh. Wow.
That's nice. I mean, we were making a profit and everything. We weren't as broke as all that.
I guess you just dipped into the negative ones.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. Maybe some costs went out before the income came in. Now, this train...
Belorsa and Potato believe that we dodged and ignored the birthday question.
Well...
Yes,
I don't usually advise people to, allow their date of birth to be known on the internet.
Yeah, that's like giving out my birthday date.
Okay, 2,
Horrible.
3, 2.
Then everybody knows the key combination for my bike lock.
Right. So the trains are now restricted to their respective tracks.
Oh yeah, as I was trying to say earlier, are you sure you want to limit the new train line to be the passenger express line? Because I think you just assigned 2 personnel to the other train, which were
That was the
beneficial
other thing I was going to look at.
to passenger train movement.
Not that one. We want to manage the train. So, engineer and stoker we want to keep. It's the U.
Are you just going to move it over?
Unassign.
Oh yeah, okay.
And go to the other one.
Just
this
get
will
out of the
be-
train while it's moving and wait for the other train and jump on.
That will be yours.
Poor woman.
In fact, we'll have everybody on the new track, on the new train. Right, but since as we've just been given a 2 million grant.
Might as well start designing the other one.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, Pittsburgh.
Ah, see where Belos is going wrong. The combination on his bike lock is 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, horrible. And Xeron wants to know your opinion on Key Software House's ability to put space engineers on consoles. Well, they haven't managed to get the game running stable on a computer. How on earth are they going to do work on a console which has even more limitations?
I have complete faith in their ability to deliver a product and sell it.
Yeah, they've done that.
Pittsburgh.
Done it to me twice. Once with space engineers, and then they made me believe in medieval engineers. Yeah.
So, just working out what kind of size station we need here. We are also going to have to connect Toledo. Sorry for the scrolling in and out. I'm just.
No worries. Isn't Pittsburgh going to be our main connection to the west?
That's what I'm just
so
wondering.
Shouldn't it be a large one? Because I don't think we can wait until we've driven the lady out there out of business to take over her tunnel.
Yep, I think it's going to be one of our bottleneck stations. Although, you know how we just did a parallel track up there? You can only do that with 2 tracks. You can't do it with 4. Because tunnels are going to be really expensive, we're only going to have 2 tracks going this way. So that means I'll probably... And we're really close to a river as well, which is annoying. So probably what I will do, we'll put a large station. And we're going to want to limit the tunnel. So I think we'll want the tunnel to go directly through here. And then we're probably going to want to bridge across to this other side and run through here and bridge again. That's probably going to be cheaper than trying to get around that coastal edge there. So if we're going to be aiming for this little peak here, I think, because I think that's where our tunnel will be shortest. But we want to be as far away from the river and as far away from the mountain as we can possibly get. So coming down and just putting it on the edge of the city, I think, is probably our best bet.
Oh. In other news, Bill also points out that in Germany, esports were now officially declared a proper sport. And this is what happens when your country goes without a government for half a year. Complete and utter anarchy. We still haven't resolved that.
I thought that had now been sorted.
Has it? I haven't been following German politics for a while now because they seem to be doing rather nonsense, really. But rather in the middle there wasn't really necessary, but you know. Oh, Potato's bike lock combination is not applicable because it got stolen a few years ago. Probably because you used an inferior bike lock combination like 1111.
Okay, that'll protect that line from city expansion.
Personally, I would have argued that you'd try the 4 supply tower thing again. At the start, but now that you've already built in the curve, that's not going to happen.
For the amount of money we would have saved compared to the amount of money that it would have cost us.
Fair point.
If the city expanded, then we would have ended up running a train line out here.
Yeah. I see. Never mind me.
Right, now this is the line that is going to have to come through. Let's just see which route it would automatically take, and then we'll tinker with it. Are we connecting Baltimore or or Washington? I can't remember. Let's check that first, huh?
Just making sure.
Baltimore.
Wouldn't it count Baltimore and Pittsburgh as connected if we just let it run through Washington?
I think it might do, especially if we don't actually stop the train.
Oh yeah, we'd have to let the train run through then.
Let's
Never mind.
just make sure I pick this up right.
Data points out that his bike was stolen with bolt cutters.
Oh. Right.
Well,
We
Washington does have 2 lines. You could have a dedicated line running from Washington to Baltimore that is just reserved for the Pittsburgh train running through. I'm selling my idea of having a train with multiple stops too much, aren't I?
It's not a particularly good strategy because train platforms are the most limited commodity in the game.
I know.
So I figure this line here might end up connecting up to that coal, but then that coal might end up coming in here or up to the warehouse, who knows, but it's saving it for going up into the hills if we need to. That one there will be able to come further down
1%
south.
incline. Ooh.
Oh, hang on, we haven't. It's 1.7 million yet. We can probably, because you see how long this tunnel is.
Yeah, I do see that.
We can probably reduce the length of that tunnel somewhat.
We probably should, but then we're replacing it with bridge costs.
So let's give it a go and see what we can do.
Velosa says, fiddlesticks, that's bloomin' expensive.
So
you're building a second tunnel now?
Bring it.
Still building a second tunnel?
I can see.
Sorry.
Okay.
Well, that helped a lot.
Uh-huh. Now we've got this huge, great big sweep through here.
But yeah, if we
I'm
could
not
shift that a
sure
little bit
it's
to the left.
Entirely required.
That's nice. On a side note, say hello to Zara Contal.
Hello, Zara. Welcome to the stream.
Pretty sure that's not what I said, but alright. Who points out that this is a very long tunnel.
Yeah. A little shorter now, though.
We're working on it.
I'm just going to see...
It's a learning experience.
If we can reduce this bridge length here without increasing the incline too much.
We've increased the incline on the other end, though.
Oh, why? What did that go up to?
The 3% one.
3 and 1 I'm quite happy with.
A fair point.
So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, actually, because I thought it'd cost us $1 million. And it's costing us under $1 million, so I'm quite
Only
satisfied
slightly
with.
under $1 million, about one train under $1 million. Are we gonna build the second line immediately after? Also, you just got an achievement.
Oh, I did.
Right through the middle.
Let's have a look and see how much the parallel line would be.
Can we just directly aim it at Baltimore and it'll do the parallel automatically?
Do you know, I didn't actually want to connect it in straight to there. I wanted to have it as a passing line rather than connecting it platform to platform. It's fine having it platform to platform at Pittsburgh, but I don't want it using a parallel line at Baltimore. But we could connect it to Washington.
Hold on, here's a silly idea.
Mm-hmm.
Could you connect it at Washington at the north end? Still, you know, earning most of the money back by going with the parallel up to the point, and then just having a short right turn into Washington.
Yes.
You get where I'm coming from, or?
I do. Just see where we would look to take that.
Zarkonthal, or Zark, as I'm going to shorten it now, ran his tracks in turns around the mountains and connected it at the river in Baltimore. It is cheap, but a lot slower. Well, Sal just got about 2 million in cash for free, so we thought we might as well just, you know, have a happy train day.
Yeah, I struck lucky on that. I mean, we're running a profitable railway and everything, but because I spent down to 0, and then my costs came in, so my balance fell into the very small negative, they decided to give me 2 million to keep me going.
It was very carefully calculated. We just didn't expect the 2 million.
Got to press shift. Okay, so...
Oh, on a side note, say goodbye to Zeron, who's going to get some food.
See you later, Zeron.
He hopes you'll stay safe and you'll enjoy your day.
Oh, I'm sure I will. And
he called me a mer.
I'm sure that was just a typo, Mia.
I mean, I guess, but the R and the E are so far apart on the keyboard.
They're
Stop
right
looking
next
at your
to each
keyboard.
other, Mia. Let's just see if we were to...
Ooh, a tunnel.
Don't want it to do that. Yeah, go back where you were. What I would like to do is to raise it a little bit so that we don't get this this tunnel being created.
For Zark, the 2 million in free cash came to him immediately after he built his weird mountain railway, so he reloaded his last autosave, because that's a no-brainer. Still, that speaks for your strength of character when you can just build a railway like this on such a minimal budget. Well, that doesn't look too bad.
3 and 4. I'm quite happy with 3 and 4. Does spend all our cash in one big go, though. And I'm wondering if that's the best idea when we've got to get a load of cotton into...
What do you mean all our cash? That's 300,000 out of 800,000.
Yeah, but we've got to put all the supplies and trains and things on it.
Yes, it's another 200,000 at best.
You're right. I'll buy it.
We're making money of this rail, and we can probably put a supply tower on one of the parallel tracks in the middle.
We can.
Don't forget your signals.
I won't. Okay. Need to just bring out these tracks at the end here. I want to bring this one around. See if we can get...
Ooh, that looks like a lost cause.
We're gonna have to have one going down. Well, I don't know actually. It depends on the tutorial and on the storyline and whether or not it makes us go down there. But 3% incline we can live with. So I'm gonna take
down there in that direction anyway?
the rest of the south.
Yeah, but there's also a huge mountain range in the way, and I thought we'd connect the rest of the south on the east side.
We will connect some of the south from the east side, but it might be that, like this cotton farm, we might want to bring
There's
in
a large
from
cotton
there.
farm. Anyway.
Might just because we're zoomed in. Right, I want to expand these tracks out.
Zarek has a question. What are those crossed warning signs up by the cattle on the other side of the river from Baltimore? You saw two.
That is because we've told the trains that are running from the farms to the warehouses not to set off unless the trains are full.
That is such a niche trick. It would probably be nice to go up there and quickly show him how you can actually set that up, because you didn't know up
Oh
until
yeah, I had
recently either.
to. Yeah. I figured that out myself.
She will show you in just a moment,
Uh-huh.
unless of course you already know.
Oops.
Potato wants to
Balls.
know who's going to spend February 14th alone. He is. What was February 14th? Why
I'll
is it
be
special?
spending February the 14th in a meeting.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm not concentrating here on what I'm doing. Right. Oh, balls. No, that's not what I wanted to do.
Belos is raising his hand in response to Potato.
So don't worry, Potato, you are not alone.
Oh, it's Valentine's Day. Absolute nonsense.
Oh, what am I doing, Mia?
What? I don't know. I was looking at chat for a moment.
I'm listening to chat and not focus on what I'm doing. Why is it not accepting? There we go. I just had a bit of a difficulty there with getting it to accept my tracks. Right.
Signals.
Supply towers? If we get supply towers in that close, we don't need signals that side.
Fair point.
And this side, we want the signals pointing in towards the station. Oops.
One of them ended up the wrong way around.
Yeah.
They make a very weird clicking sound. Oh no, I think that's the town.
I think that might be the cart. Alright, try just clicking. I might be clicking a little fast for the game here.
The spotted cow will apparently also be alone. And Zark has never actually done anything on Valentine's Day, not even when he bothered with relationships. He doesn't do well with gifts and such.
No, I'm not very good at that aspect either. Well, we could all be alone together.
Oh, Potato points out that you're not alone. You're in a
No,
marriage.
I've got Mia as well.
Ew, stop that. Oh,
I will
no.
have a house full.
Oh no, that's... It's
Right.
Wednesday. Gonna be a Valentine's stream on my end.
Oh, I thought it was Thursday.
No, the 14th according to the calendar is Wednesday.
We've
next
moved the
week.
meeting a day forward then.
Oh.
Right, I'm just going to show how to set these trains up so that you can choose how long they'll wait before they set off. You get your train running, then you go to set up train line, or you can do this when you're setting up the first time. You decide where you want them to wait. So in this case, I want them to wait at the farm. And you click on the farm and you just say, right, wait there until you are absolutely full. But
At the moment, Thomas Breeding is not breeding enough, it seems.
yeah, because I don't want an empty train running backwards and forwards, so I'd rather he wait there until he had a good bit of cattle on board. Whereas this train over here...
Why is that one waiting? That's looking like it's going to Baltimore.
Yeah, that's en route. It's not waiting. I've just got the game paused while I run through this.
Right.
This one here, what I've said to this one is I want it to wait until it's got some cargo, but because it's running between Baltimore and the warehouse, I'm not fussed about it waiting until it's completely full, because if it's got something of a load, then it'll be worth a profit. So I tell it to wait at the warehouse until it's got at least 4 cars worth of something. And that's my general policy, but if I see trains hanging around too long, too often, then or if a city's desperate for cattle, then I'd send those 2 cows on their way. But generally, that's my sort of starting policy with everything. Right, did I put signals on Washington?
I was worried about this.
Yes.
Now that I've pointed out that Wednesday is a Valentine's Day thing, the spotted cows demanding a bird dating stream.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm not subjecting myself to this horror for 2 hours straight.
And you did promise yourself that you would play full. So that's Mia's gift to himself. All right, I've done stations down here, signals down here, signals up there. Hang on, did I or did I not have signals on the approach to Washington? Supply tower's not far, but what the hell, signals are free.
Zach
I've
points
got
out
one.
that he has not looked at an option up until now. He wants his trains to just run. He's tried to master the manual loading setup instead, though. And on the topic of building train tracks, Bill also points out that somewhere in China, they recently built the tracks for a train station in 9 hours with 1,500 workers.
Yep, throw enough people at it, and for some things you can do it very fast. But on the other hand, someone in work is always using the expression, 9 women can't make a baby in 1 month.
You could try.
You know, kind of get a point.
Also, you have to know a bit of background about the women. If those 9 women are experts in genetic modification, maybe they could.
No.
Might look wrong the first 3 tries, but, you know, eventually they'll
chief
be right.
engineer. I didn't spot him coming available. We'll have
He's
you.
a bit stubborn, though.
I wish I'd had him before I just bought all of those tracks. Because he reduces the cost of, I think it's all infrastructure, is it? Oh no, chief engineer carries out research. I thought the chief engineer reduced the costs of our construction.
Oh, I do remember him reducing... Hold on, was that a chief architect?
Maybe.
I'm getting things confused now.
Okay, so we've got our Baltimore to Pittsburgh train. And now we shall run a Washington to... You know what? I think I'll run it Pittsburgh to Washington, actually.
Why the difference now?
Washington falls below warehouse.
It does? Oh, yeah, it does.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll just run a train backwards and forwards there.
For a second there, I assumed you were calling the entirety of Washington a warehouse for people or something.
Washington would fall down the bottom.
Alphabetically speaking, yes, I realise that now.
I like all my warehouse trains to sit down the bottom so that if I want to see them, they're all together, but largely I can just keep an eye on the more expensive, the more valuable trains. Okay, right. So that's one of our tasks completed. Now we've got to deliver 10 loads of cotton to Pittsburgh.
That shouldn't be too hard. We've got cotton somewhere.
Yeah, we've got 2 years to do it in.
Oh, easy.
Mm-hmm. Just out of curiosity, it was by 1840 we had to buy. So these 2 tasks here, we were falsely awarded these. We haven't done that. We've just, I don't know why it says we have, because we haven't.
Good about it.
No, I want to do it anyway.
Oh.
Even though, so we've got till 1845 to buy out a competitor and 1840 to buy 20% of the shares. Right. So if we focus on by 1838 making a stinking profit. And that's a population of 100,000 in Baltimore in that time. Right, let's get the cotton into Pittsburgh.
Potato points out that people have genetically modified our food, but not humans yet. When does that happen? Simple. To draw back to a topic we apparently addressed yesterday, which put me in the shoes of a cannibal, apparently. As soon as you put people into the food category, then we should be able to modify our human food. Food humans. There we go.
Alright, so...
Or we could just connect the cotton thing down there with Pittsburgh, couldn't we?
I'm thinking a warehouse for
there's
Pittsburgh.
Buffalo up there.
And then a line up to Buffalo. I'm just trying to decide whether to take the left or the right hand side to the warehouse or to Buffalo.
You can't really lead the line from the cotton fields down there directly to the warehouse without some bothersome railroad crossings.
Yeah, there's going to be a few.
Unless, of course, you lead it around on the other side of the river, but that then just forces you to have Pittsburgh cross everything.
What I'm thinking is...
What speaks against connecting Pittsburgh directly to the cotton fields?
Then you take one platform for
Oh yeah,
like
this
just
again.
one thing.
Never mind. I keep forgetting.
We could... Probably can't afford to set up a whole warehouse straight away. Let's have a look. How much is the warehouse? 200,000. Because I would want to get that warehouse set up straight away, and the cotton farm, and a maintenance depot.
Don't think we can afford that in one go.
We've got 300,000. I mean, we're only just short though. And we do have... How long have we got to complete that task?
1833.
So we've got 2 years to do it, almost. Yeah, I'm going to go for the warehouse solution. Providing that Pittsburgh actually needs more than just cotton. So we've got wheat, logs and cattle up there. What do you need, Pittsburgh?
It has
I
cotton.
clicked on the weaving factory.
Oh. The weaving factory
I'm meant
has
to click
cotton.
on their city. Doesn't need cattle, it hasn't got a meat industry, but it does need wheat and it does need logs. Yeah, alright, we'll do it. So I think I'll put the...
Well, for not needing meat, there is some starch up there, I think. It's probably not starch, something like
Wheat.
sugarcane. No, further up north.
Oh, sugarcane.
There we go.
Right.
Potato made a zipper in chat.
Right, this warehouse is going to serve both Buffalo and Pittsburgh. So let's get it roughly midway between the two.
You know what bothers me all of a sudden?
What's
that
that
the
mean?
cattle farm and the log camp can't just deliver directly to the warehouse?
They can.
They can?
They could deliver by road.
To the warehouse?
They are currently delivering by road to Pittsburgh.
I mean,
But
yes, but
we
I mean,
wouldn't
like,
benefit from that.
if we put a large train station between the cattle farm and the log place, it would connect both of them to the rail network. And it bothers me that you can't do a similar thing with the warehouse, where you just put that in the middle and they deliver directly to the warehouse.
Oh, you mean that the warehouse isn't just a station for...
Yes, basically.
Actually, I'm not going to set that one up first, because if the only thing I get set up is the line between the cotton and the warehouse, I'd rather get that train running. So let's get a small station out by the cotton.
That is cotton? I thought the thing in the south was cotton.
Oh yeah, that's salt, isn't it?
Oh, how nice.
Ooh.
That's cotton, and it's very far away.
Bugger. And I've already placed that warehouse.
I've been trying to point that out, but you know.
Ah, yeah, cocked up there. I was thinking that was the cotton.
Oh well.
Oh well.
Happens. Does that mean we're connecting the cotton directly now too?
I think so.
We could snake it past there on the side of the mountain and connect it to the warehouse, but it's gonna travel an awful distance. I mean, but once it's set up, it's not really a bother.
Let's see what else we've got. So there are some goods down here. I don't know if we'll ever end up connecting to Knoxville. Depends where the storyline takes us. Right. So we'll go for a straight connection between those. Pittsburgh is going to need a maintenance depot.
I feel like that's a very shallow victory for me here.
What's that?
The direct connection from Pittsburgh to the cotton farm, like I've been suggesting several times, doesn't feel as good anymore as I thought it would.
Ah.
Never mind me.
Okay. Pittsburgh to the cotton farm. And I want it to wait at the farm.
Zark is suggesting that you could hook up that cotton just for the task and then switch the train to something more useful since you already got the clothing.
Yeah, I was thinking something like that. Just get this task done, and then I was just looking to see, do we need... Because it might be that we actually need a warehouse over in the south, so I might drop a warehouse in and then reconnect it to the warehouse and use the Pittsburgh line in and out of the warehouse. So then we can connect these three into a warehouse as well. I would probably put the warehouse on this side of the river. And this warehouse up here will come in useful. And we'll focus on that next, because that'll help us bring in a good bit of money.
We could also connect directly up there to...
That is freight only.
What was up there in the north?
Buffalo.
There we go.
Right, we just need to wait a little bit before we can afford the train.
Oh, how are we doing on research? We haven't checked that in a while.
Only got 1 star at the moment.
Oh, never mind. Zark then suggests that in a year or two, when cotton becomes a thing again, you just reassign the train.
Yeah. Let's have a look. Oh. Profits from... Actually, what's that one? Transportation fee per freight car. Oh, I think we're probably making more at the moment from
One day,
mail.
the railroad will reach all the way to the West Coast. Every day, huge crowds of people set out to cross the entire country, and the trains will continue to get faster. Don't look at me like that. We can't stop progress.
I've forgotten his name. Was it Phil?
No, you're just saying that because he reminds you of your Phil.
I remember calling somebody Phil.
Probably. Let's call him Raisin.
Raisin?
Yeah, he
As
looks
in
like
a small
raisin.
shriveled grape?
Yes, he looks like one.
Okay.
I'm being really inconsiderate to people again today.
Right, that one. Wants the train. Okie dokie. Now we should look at upgrading some of our other trains.
Pelosa says it was Bartholomew.
Ah. Surveyor, is that who it is who... Yeah. 5% cheaper on new routes. We'll have you.
I mean, can't harm.
Indeed.
Potato says that his voice sounds like that of a creepy grandpa. Luckily, I didn't know many creepy grandpas in my day and age, so
Right.
I wouldn't know what that sounds like.
I want to upgrade that train.
Oh yeah, our fleet is way behind on things.
I think I'll upgrade that one as well, because that will... If we get this running a bit faster, then we get more goods going into Baltimore.
And that means more money.
Yeah. Means that that Baltimore will grow faster.
Fair point.
Okay, right. Now that's all done. Let's get the warehouse connected up to some stuff down here. What does Pittsburgh need most? Probably wheat. Yeah, wheat is the furthest out.
Next to buffalo and sugar.
Mm-hmm. Gonna need a little bit more cash. Oh, an accountant.
I do believe Belos is trying to suggest that he wants to tickle me.
Ah. Okay. So
Hold
our
on, who did we just hire?
accountant
Ah,
reduces the cost of auctions by 20%.
alright.
Nice. Okay, Wilson Farm. Let's just keep an eye on Pittsburgh to Wilson Farm. I think this is our task done. Yes, it is. Okay, so we've got the cotton delivered.
Does that mean we toss the train out again now?
No, we'll leave it running. It's making us money. But we will probably redesign it. Okay, we
Zark
need...
points out that Buffalo has the meat production to supply that small demand in Pittsburgh. Again, aren't we also producing meat in Baltimore? I forgot.
I can't remember, because in the other series we're producing meat everywhere.
Yeah, I remember that.
I simply love Doc McTasty's extra creamy cream confections.
Oh, there we go, told you.
Yeah, so we are manufacturing meat in Baltimore, so that will be being shipped over to Pittsburgh. So let's just close that down for a
Did Don
moment.
retreat out of New York? Because I don't see his train station on the map anymore. Oh no.
No, it's
just
just
been
ours is so
overshadowed.
much bigger. Yeah. Indeed. I mean, we could further dent his
Did you know that I
business.
am speaking in Washington on behalf of some Indian tribes? They have granted me the title of Hiwa Nob, which means the benevolent one.
Very nice.
Yeah, he does look like a knob.
He does look like a knob. I thought he looked
not
like
that
Phil
funny.
from my office.
Well, no. Oh no. Oh no, don't tell Phil I said that about him.
Wait till I tell Phil.
Oh, he'll never forgive me.
Right, okay. Gonna go for wheat
I'm
first.
sure it won't bother you that my spy took a quick look around your research department.
What do you mean she's stolen the John Bull? It's been like over a year.
Yeah.
Just right through the field.
I know, it's a shame to make them reconstruct their fields, but...
Well, you can
It
either
won't
have
let me
fields
go.
and you don't have to move, or you'll have no trains.
So, but I think we're all right
A
about
station
there.
in the middle of nowhere? This is a non-starter.
Why is he talking with you about this one? This is nowhere near where he lives.
I think he's just an anxious man.
Oh, fine.
Right, have I got any reason to want the left-hand track? The right-hand track, I don't think so. Right, first of all, do the thing.
Hold on. Do the equal distance thing, parallel tracks to have supply towers.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. But if I do that, I'm going to end up with a steeper incline than I might want. I don't think that's going to be a good option this time. But I still want to bring out some tracks. Just to get over the earthworks problem there. Now the south, we might be able to do the parallel tracks thing down to the south. Oh no.
You somehow put your warehouse in the most inappropriate place again. I'm sure if we go into train view, the house will be standing at a 45-degree angle again too.
Well, we'll find out. 2% I'm happy with. I know it looks nice and neat to you, Mir, but it's not always the best solution.
I know.
And, oh yes, we can get it in.
Oh, you had me worried there for a second.
Okay, and then signals on the other side. And we'll need a supply tower running down here.
Shall we already plant in the train?
Yep, that's what I'm going to do.
You're currently editing the Pittsburgh Wilson farm.
Yeah. So what I want is warehouse to wheat on freight, and I want it to sit at the farm until it's full. And then we'll... I mean, I could have used one of those little cheap trains for this, but... And we want to allow wheat.
Oh, we're reaching a point where we'll hopefully soon be phasing that model out again too.
Yeah, I reckon so. That's why I was thinking, could maybe just for running backwards and forwards to the farms. Could just use those cheap trains. Okay. Right, so now that train's running there, we can take this track and I'll connect it. Again, I don't see us taking anything to the right of the screen, so we'll connect it straight to there. Incline 1%. That'll do us. It's got supplies. It's got signals already, has it? Yes, it has. Good. Got a maintenance depot there. We do need a maintenance depot at the warehouse.
I haven't seen the first-person view of a tunnel ride.
Oh yeah. Oh, we'll go and take a ride through the tunnel shortly. Right. We want Pittsburgh to the warehouse. That will be freight only. And actually, don't want to rename that. But I do want to set up, when it's at the warehouse, to wait for a half load.
Did it get a train?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. Never mind.
It's currently on its way to the warehouse. Okay, right, now the warehouse needs a maintenance depot, which we can just about afford. Okay, right, are we ready for a... Oh, look, is that a... Oh no, that's the cotton train. Which direction do we want to travel in?
I don't know, I'm fine with either.
Do we want to go to Baltimore or Washington?
Oh, I think Baltimore is the more scenic route.
Okay, there's their train there. Should we let it arrive at Baltimore and then...
Sure.
Well, actually, we can get it just as it's going in, can't we?
Ooh, I was right. This is the scenic route.
It is.
Oh look, you can hear a train on the other track, I think. To the right.
I thought maybe there was another train coming alongside us.
Yeah, there was. It's just a freight train and thus a little bit slower. Should be pulling up in a moment.
We haven't done the New York line either.
Oh yeah, we haven't. Look, there it is coming. It's pulling in the station right now.
Oh, yeah.
You know, just a bit slow.
That's a lot of mail, actually, I think.
That
Oh,
guy
the
over
green
there
one's
looks really
mail.
casual riding that train the entire time like this.
I'm
Why
not sure if
haven't
the
we
green
turned
carriages are mail or passengers.
Why haven't we turned around yet?
Driver?
Ah, there we go.
There we go.
You had to reprimand him.
Indeed. Yeah, I don't know if that is a mail or a passenger carriage. Does anybody know? Well, we could find out if we left the train.
Oh yeah,
But-
we don't want to.
But we want to have a ride through the tunnel.
This feels really cathartic. Disregarding the fact that you built trenches throughout the whole land.
I was thinking where the tracks are awfully low over that river. I mean, if that river floods, there's the Washington line.
But you did want to have it cheap. You can't
Yeah.
have it flood-proof and cheap. Oh, the supply tower.
Yeah, it's the supply tower.
But also believes that it's freight.
We shall have to have a look.
Do we get a light?
No,
Barely.
but it sounds different in the tunnel.
It does. It also looks scary in the tunnel.
That's so cool.
It is.
Right. So it's going back with cloth. I don't know what it came with though. What's wrong? Missing equipment. Have I not given you
Oh, no
a supply tower?
Is there? Yeah, there's a maintenance depot in Pittsburgh. I also want to know if either of us want to have the game Transport Fever gifted. I'm good.
I've
no,
got it
thank
already.
You. There you go.
I haven't made time to play it yet, but I really like the look of it. Alright, did I need a supply tower up here? No, that one's running. Right, fine. Okay, how are we doing for time, Mir?
We've got another 10 minutes left.
Is that all? Oh
yes.
God, the time goes so fast when I'm playing this game.
I'm aware.
Oh, well, and research. Can't quite get the Dunham 420. What's that? 26 mile an hour? 20. Oh, look how fast that train is.
You can't do that to me. I've been here in the last scenario where we had trains that went 3 times that speed. Well, we could take a New York line if we wanted to.
Okay.
But if we stall for another few minutes, we can end the stream with that line. Though, of course, you can just jump in if you want to.
New York. Let's find.
There's a train coming right now at the bottom of the screen.
So there is.
It angers me that to this day, nobody has erected a memorial to our founding father, George Washington. I hope that the disputes about it will be over someday, and I'll be the first to make a donation towards it.
Thanks, Phil. Right.
That is an unreasonably large bridge.
Oh, I want to see what it looks like for our competitor as we come into the station. We'll be able to look right down his truncated tracks.
Well, no, not really. We've got a station building in the way.
There they are. There's his tracks. Oh, look, and he's still running on the little old boilers as well. Haha.
What a fool.
Let's give him a whistle.
But also points out that he didn't catch my answer because Sal was talking. The answer is no thank you. I don't need it. I'm fine. I'm a big boy and I can buy my own games, and more importantly, I can leech off of Sal's Steam library every now and then.
That's true.
Still, thank you for the thoughtful thought.
Yes, thank you for the offer.
It's not growing potatoes at all.
That's
Sorry,
pumpkins.
carrots. He's growing pumpkins. Way too many of them.
It's a veggie farm. It must be pumpkin season.
Ugh.
It is. It's September.
I mean, yes, I guess, but still.
There's our warehouse. Look at the cows in the warehouse.
Good for them. Ooh.
Don't stick your head out the window.
This bridge looks chubby.
The bridge looks chubby.
I mean, yeah, look how wide it is. It
That's
feels
because
unnatural.
it's got 2 tracks.
Yeah, I know. Still feels unnatural. It's nice, although I have to admit, it is not nearly as spectacular as the tunnel line.
The line to Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Sark says that the storm over there, if you ever get the chance, you should ride along a train through the storm.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Oh, we'll keep an eye out for that.
Through the storm already. It just gets a bit dark and thundery.
All right,
Belle also wants me to stop body shaming the bridge.
Yeah.
I'm not shaming it. I'm just pointing things out.
We could actually. I'm running around on trains, not investing my cash.
You are.
And not upgrading to the next train and things. I was just going to say, have we got 5 more minutes? Because then we could take
we do have 5 more minutes.
We could take the line from Washington to Pittsburgh.
Oh, the trains can break down due to weather.
To weather? Oh, I missed that.
And not just due to random breakdowns. That's why he wants you to ride through a storm.
Well, I didn't know that.
Well, go spend your research points on the new train and replace as many as you can while the stream's still running.
Okay. Right, the Dunham. Better performance on bends.
Well, good for it.
And right, let's get it and then
I would have chosen something far more exquisite.
Oh, what's the
what's
sister
this one?
train? The Jervis. Only 1 mile quicker and that's it.
Yeah. You never know, it might be cheaper.
Oh yeah, you don't know until you've bought it.
So let's have a look. Ooh, it's expensive. 91,000.
Okay, we'll not be replacing the fleet now.
But it does 26 mile an hour as opposed to 21. And it's got 31 tractive power instead of 21.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Reliability is a little lower than the John Bull. John Bull's at 104 and the Dunham's at 90.
I guess that's something the sister Jervis improves on.
Maybe. Well, we should definitely swap this train on our express routes. So, replace locomotives, replace, we haven't got anything listed as... Right, we've got 12 trains that are carrying both. So that all those trains that we marked as freight are not going to get replaced, but all the ones that are mixed.
How do we not have any express trains? Do you just replace all of them with John Bulls?
Yeah. Did I just do... Oh, balls. That was why it was so cheap.
You absolute fool. That's why none of the express trains showed up, because they were already Dunhams.
Yeah. Well, that's all right. We have upgraded, not all of them. Freight mixed. Oh, it's not picking up. We've got one train that is an express train.
I'll go replace it manually.
Yeah.
Go as long as you still have time.
Okay. It is
The Baltimore, New York, and the Pittsburgh, Washington.
It's the Baltimore, New York. Yes, that's the one. Okay. Right, that's the one that wants upgrading. Well, it now means that the only trains that are running
What
around...
about the Pittsburgh, Washington line? Is also marked as an express, isn't it?
Yeah, it's running as an express at the moment, but it also carries freight.
Go
Suppose so.
Go stick on some of those cool new trains there. It's an investment. The faster the train will run, the more things.
The more things.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a technical term.
Right, let me just check now that we've got everything that we need so that when I start the next stream, I know that everything is set up correctly. So we've got supply towers, we've got signals, got a maintenance depot on the warehouse. Do we have a train running this route? Yes, we do. And we have a train running that route? Yeah, we do.
Well, if you do want to ride the line Pittsburgh to Washington, you better get on it now.
I think we'll have to save that till next time.
Oh, I guess not then.
I know we've got a cotton train coming in there. Where's the supply tower here? Is it there?
Well, while you're looking through these things, let me do the outro blurb. Thank you for watching so far. If you've enjoyed Sal's adventures with trains while I'm sitting in the background mildly complaining about life and stuff every now and then, you may feel free to return next week on Thursday at 8 p.m. GMT, where we'll be probably continuing this. Alternatively, if you'd rather not listen to what I have to say and would like to have Sal as the chat reading person while I am playing something, I'll probably be streaming The Fall Part 2 on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, which will be about 2 hours ago from now. And if neither of us are really to your taste, we also have the alternative fruity cocktail. I forgot the whole thing about calling us beverages. Darn it. Anyway, Fruity Cocktail Potato, who will be streaming on his own Twitch channel on Saturday at 8 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. I forgot to mention the game. Monster World's Hunting.
Monster Hunter World.
You're good at that.
Yep. And if you're enjoying this, you might also enjoy the video series on YouTube, because what am I playing here? Am I playing the scenario, or am I playing the campaign? I'm playing the campaign on stream, but I'm playing the Southeast scenarios in on offline recordings, where you get to hear me asking random questions in the background.
Do you think bees have dreams? Also, gross potato, very bad. We don't really want that sort of suggestion here. That other suggestion too, both horrible. Am I ending the stream now, or do you still have some last famous words?
Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.
Those were not that famous, although I have to admit quite